Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you 4 simple and meaningful things that you can do in the month of December leading up to January for you to get ready. That way you can reflect on the year that was and get ready for the year that could be. That way in January you can hit the ground running so that can be the year that you can achieve your goals and start creating and living your dream life. If you're ready, grab a journal, take some notes, be active, be proactive, and let's just jump right in. First thing that I want you to be doing to wrap up the year is to do a life audit. Now, what is a life audit? It's exactly as it sounds. It's taking audit of your life. It's sitting down and looking at your life as a whole, the different areas that make up your life, whether we're talking about relationship, finances, your health, your career and your purpose, whether we're talking about intimate relationships or family and friends. It's about looking at your whole life as a whole and doing an audit. Where are you at? How are you feeling about the different areas in your life? That way you can pinpoint any gaps. That way you can assess in a very subjective way, and for you in a non-judgmental way, look at where you are in your life. Because if you can understand where you are, it will give you a bit more clarity and a bit more direction about where you want to go. If you can pinpoint the gaps, the things that are making you a little bit unhappy, the things that are missing in your life, it will be a lot easier for you to then be able to set more intentional, inspired, and meaningful goals moving forward. So how do you do a life audit? I created a free resource for you, which includes a long questionnaire and a wheel of life, where I guide you through different questions and prompts for you to reflect on those different areas that I categorize as mind, body, and soul, for you to then fill out the wheel of life to get a visual of your life right now and how you're feeling about it. That way you can see, like I mentioned, what are the gaps? What are some areas that you didn't realize that, they're not exactly where you want them to be? There's a bit of a void, there's something that's missing there, or it's something that you want to work on. So if you want to grab this free resource, I will leave the link down below, but I would really encourage you to go through this exercise, especially in the month of December. That way you can take into account what's been going on, how you're feeling, and what are things that might be missing, and might give you a little bit of clarity of what goals that you might want to set for the next year for you to start creating a more meaningful, happier, and more purposeful life. The second thing that I want you to be doing in the month of December is to sit down and go through a self-reflection process. This is similar to a life audit, but it's different in the sense that it's journal prompts for you to sit down and reflect on what happened this year. What emotions have you gone through? What thoughts have you gone through? What have you learned? How are you feeling? How are you different now than you were last year? What happened this year? What are things that you're grateful for? What are things that you might have learned? And what are the challenges that you faced? And what did you learn from them? How did you overcome them? A self-reflection process is for you to really sit down, dig deep, connect with yourself, take the time to reflect and think about everything that might have happened this year. That way you can not only process them, but that you can release anything that is holding you back, but take with you and move forward with the things that are helping you and energizing you. Now, in my next video, coming next week to you, I will be going through I will be making an interactive video where I will guide you through a self-reflection process for you to reflect on your year. So if that's something that you want to watch, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified whenever this video goes live. But I've done this a little bit before, but this self-reflection process and doing that kind of journaling is a really powerful exercise, because you are not only practicing mindfulness by sitting down and just being with your thoughts, but you're also practicing self-awareness. You're taking the time to reflect on your year. You're taking the time to listen to your heart, listen to your mind, and process any emotions that might be happening. That way you don't carry forward anything that is going to hold you back and stop you from actually achieving your goals next year and creating a more meaningful, purposeful life. So keep an eye out for that video. It is coming to you next week. But like I said, the second thing that you should be doing this month, moving into the new year, is to do a self-reflection process, see how the year went, and see how you want to move forward. The third thing that I want you to be doing as the year is closing up and as you're getting ready for the new year is to do things that you love and make sure you take the time to recuperate and to rest and to just allow yourself to breathe. It's easy to just keep going, but what that will happen is that you're not giving yourself the space to just be, to just live, to just re-energize yourself and refill your cup. Especially in light of this year, everything that's been going on and everything that is still going on, we have to make sure to always allow ourselves some time and some space to recuperate, to just rest our mind and our bodies. And what I would encourage you this month is to do things that you love. Do you enjoy spending time with people? We might not be able to spend a time in person, but you can schedule calls, you can schedule Zoom meetings or WhatsApp video or FaceTime people that you care about. Schedule a virtual girls' night, which is something that I'm doing tonight. We're gonna bake together, we're gonna play virtual games, and then we're gonna watch a movie together. What are things that you love, that make you feel better, that you enjoy doing, and try to do them a little bit more often? Do you miss doing some arts and crafts? Schedule some time this month to do that for yourself. Do you miss being outside more? Bundle up, go for a walk, be outside, go explore your neighborhood and walk around, look at houses and look at, I don't know, you know yourself better. What are the things that you love to do, and what are the things that help you decompress and just feel better? And schedule time for yourself this month to do that, to take care of your mind and your body. That way, when January hits or when the time comes and you have to hit the ground running to achieve your goals, you have the physical and mental and emotional resources and energy to do that. So schedule time for yourself, make the time to enjoy life, and do the things that you love. The fourth thing that you should be doing before the end of the year, and it's an obvious one, but I'm still gonna mention it, is to set goals. However, I want you to be setting more inspired and meaningful goals. What is that setting? What are you talking about? So traditionally, we know how to set goals by asking ourselves, the SMART goals, what do I want? They have to be smart, they have to be measurable, they have to be attainable, etc. That's not how I want you to set goals. I want you to set inspired goals, which are a lot more meaningful, a lot more purposeful, and a lot more deep than questions like, what do I want? What do I want is not a bad question. That will come with time. However, I want you to set more inspired goals that are based on more inspired and meaningful questions like, how do I want to feel and who do I want to be? Now, if you want to go through a guided process about how to set more meaningful and inspired goals, I will have more content coming up for you to guide you through that. But in the meantime, I do have a free workshop that I guide you, a free goal setting workshop where I guide you through the process of how to set inspired and meaningful goals. Check the link below if you want to sign up. It's absolutely free, and there's a free worksheet that comes with it as well. However, in this video, I do want to plant a seed for you to start thinking about more meaningful and inspired goals. How do you want to experience your life? What do you want your life to look like when you're on your deathbed? Really, I want you to think about it that way. If today was your last day, how do you want to experience today? What are more emotions that you want to feel? Do you want to feel happier? Is that a goal that you want to have? Great. What that happens if you ask yourself, how do I want to feel? Subsequent questions that come are, what do I need to do to get to that point? So let's use the example of happiness. If your goal is, I want to be happy, because you said, how do I want to feel? The answer is, I want to feel happy on a day-to-day basis. Subsequently, what will happen logically, the steps is, okay, well, that means I need to understand, what is happiness? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What are instances in my life where I felt happy? How can I recreate that? How can I feel happier on a more regular basis? Then what happens is, what do I need to do on a day-to-day basis to feel happier? What are the things that I need to do? That way I can cultivate a lot more happiness and a lot more joy. The answer is not necessarily going to be, I need to buy more things. My guess is what's going to happen is that you're going to want to do things like, if I want to feel happy, I need to feel connected to myself. I need to learn and grow and to learn more things and to make time for things that I enjoy doing, like arts and crafts, like reading, like going out in nature. When you ask yourself a more inspired question, the answer will be a lot more meaningful. If you ask yourself, well, how do I want to feel and who do I want to be? The subsequent questions and the subsequent goals that come from it will be a lot more meaningful, a lot more deeper, and a lot more purpose-driven rather than, I want to buy more purse. I realized as I was editing that the outro was never filmed. So here we are, impromptu filming of the outro. I just wanted to mention to you that my next video is going to be an interactive yearly self-reflection where I guide you through a process to reflect on your year. If you want to set goals for the new year ahead, then you do have to take the time to stop and reflect on the previous year. That way you can take into account where you are in your life, which will give you a little bit more clarity on what you want to accomplish in the new year. So make sure to keep an eye out for my next video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new content that's coming out. I will be doing a full series on setting goals, achieving goals, creating a happier and more meaningful life. I will also leave the link in the description box when it comes to doing a life audit. That is a free resource that I have for you, like I mentioned, with a worksheet and a long questionnaire to guide you through a life audit process, and then you can do the self-reflection process that's coming up next week. That's all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.